Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey, y'all.
And Terrence.
What's going on?
It's just about a YouTube comment I was telling them about. They'll never see that because it's a different show, unfortunately. But I will forward this to them so they know.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure YouTube's mental illness ratio, like of people who comment their mental illness, it's 85%. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, because you don't have to read.
This is my theory, right?
Yeah,
that's why. Like that's why they're crazier than Facebook comments because you got to read shit. And people are like, it seems like a lot of reading.
And even Facebook is devolving into pictures and memes.
Yeah, we're getting dumber.
Yeah,
look, I'm a part of it because look, sometimes
all the time.
Look, memes are amazing.
I have got about 100 of them.
just at the ready.
Just at the ready. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goddamn right.
Oh, the second they added GIFs, it was over. Because you don't even have to remember this. You just got to remember the keywords. That's all you got to do. I will search. 3 minutes, I'm like, no, I need this one. This is the one that I want. All right, so we're back. There actually is a decent amount to talk about this week. Finally, we are seemingly out of the doldrums of bad Hollywood news. So there's plenty in Checked Out, which we'll talk about. Terrence went and saw Night School, so I'm interested to hear his thoughts on that.
That's fine.
Great. And I went and saw...
It's fine. We're done, right?
No, we have to do a formal review. So we will post that as well. And then I saw the movie The Hate You Give. So you can check out those reviews on the Coming Distractions feed or on the YouTube page, which you can watch this entire episode because this episode is available on YouTube in its entirety and all the episodes of this show going forward. So enjoy that. Okay, so first up and Checked Out, Micah, you watched Forever? This is a new Amazon series, yeah?
Yeah, it's a new Amazon series from the co-creator of Master of None, Alan Yang, starring Fred Armisen and Maya Rudolph. The premise is Forever follows a married couple, Oscar and June, who live a comfortable but predictable life in suburban Riverside, California. For 12 years, they've had the same conversations, eaten the same meals, and taken pleasant vacations at the same rented lake house. But after June talks Oscar into shaking things up with a ski trip, the pair find themselves in completely unfamiliar territory. Do you like Fred Armisen?
I do. I like Portlandia. I like him on SNL in some roles.
He is an acquired taste.
He is. So Fred Armisen was the guy. Who's the guy? What's the guy's name who wrote Fire and Fury?
Wolf?
Yeah, Michael Wolf.
Yeah.
Remember SNL did that thing? It was like,
yeah.
Did you like the book? Yeah, it is true. That's Fred Armisen.
Okay, I know.
Okay, I would recommend you check out the first couple of episodes to see if you get into it.
Have you watched Portlandia?
Yeah, and Portlandia is...
It's a weird... Yeah, it's weird.
And that's what this is. This is weird. Okay. But I would recommend you watch the first maybe 3 episodes, maybe 4, just to see if you would want to stick with it. I watched the first 4. I kind of get it. I don't need to see any more. Terrence, this is a stay away from for you. This is don't even look up any information on it.
What's it called?
No, I'm not even going to tell you. You're going to have to re-listen to the show if you want to know.
Like I have the notes right here.
Oh, shit.
You made a great mistake.
Boy. Yeah, Fred Armisen is his brand of humor is kind of weird. I was interested in it because it's from Alan Yang, the guy who co-created Master of None. So I figured it would be something like that, and it's very different.
Okay.
But
you recommended it to me. You told me that I should watch it.
No, it's not a recommendation. I want to bounce. I want someone to bounce that show off of.
Okay, I'll try to check it out. I'll try to check it out this weekend, maybe.
All right. Yeah.
So how many episodes are in the season?
8.
And you only made it through the half, and you were dropped it?
Half. I get it.
So you want to bounce this off of me, but you only...
If you finish it...
you only watch half.
If you finish it, I'll finish it.
Okay.
I'm not watching anymore without bouncing it off of somebody.
Okay, that's fair. That's really funny.
I'm not going to waste my time if no one else is watching this.
Did your wife watch it?
Yeah, she was like... It's kind of cheesy.
So that's the fucking kiss of death. If she gives it the cheesy, then you know, like, yeah, this is a wrap.
Yeah,
don't do it.
But we did. She's very much into the next thing that we are going to talk about.
I watched some of this as well.
And that is Maniac, the miniseries directed by new James Bond director, Cary Fukunaga. And I like it. For me, it took a minute. I had to kind of get through. What was it, either the first or second episode? But
the first episode is it drags a little.
Yeah.
But the second episode does not.
Right, yeah. It must have been the first episode that I was like, I don't know about this, man. But once it kicks into gear, like once it really gets going, by like episode 4, I'm all in.
Okay, see, I've only watched the first 2 episodes. This is a show you should check out, actually, because this is in your weird, almost feels kind of pseudo documentary-esque.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and I don't. That's not me like alluding to anything. I'm saying it from my perspective. Yeah. But I feel like you would probably dig Maniac. Like, the performances are really good. Jonah Hill is very good in this.
Skinny Jonah Hill is pretty great. He's not funny anymore.
He lost it.
Yeah.
He lost it.
Funniness is directly proportional to how much you weigh.
For Jonah Hill, it is. He's got to pack on the pounds for like Old School 2 or whatever.
Oh, damn. I'm looking at pictures. I didn't even know that was him.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Nothing is funnier than that meme. It's like Jonah Hill looks like both of the guys from Run the Jewels. Depending on what time of year you catch him. But yeah, I thought Maniac was pretty good. It's interesting. I think the acting is really good. What's
Emma Stone?
Emma Stone, I think, is really great in this.
She's a good actor.
Yeah, she is. She was great in Birdman.
Yeah. She's kind of like Jennifer Lawrence if Jennifer Lawrence wasn't like stupid.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm gonna need something to separate the two of them because they are not the same.
I just wanted to shit on Jennifer Lawrence. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I just need her to take a break and realize, like, you're a good actor, but could you just stop phoning it in?
Did you get to Justin Theroux, his introduction yet?
Yes, yeah, the doctor. Yeah. He's so fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah, like, was it the video introduction?
No.
Okay.
No, he's like, you actually meet him. Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo. He's a total weirdo. Yeah, Justin Theroux is also an interesting actor. Because I remember the first time I saw him was American Psycho. And I hated his guts.
Yeah.
Because he was a fucking dick in that movie. But then, like, seeing him in other things, like, you realize, like, this guy's actually pretty good. But he's a total weirdo in this scene.
He's very much a weirdo. And Terrence, this is the show that I was talking about when we recorded Dense Pixels that has Tommy from Power in it.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why your wife decided to go ahead and check it out with you.
Yeah, let's see where this goes.
Oh, it's so funny because I don't know the characters from Power. Like, I know some of the actors, but I don't really know, like, the character names or anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's Ghost. Like, I knew it was like one of the white guys from Power or whatever. I was like, oh, that's the guy from Power.
Ghost isn't white though.
Oh, is he? I thought he was white.
No,
Ghost is black.
That's how they throw you off.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this Ghost, they must be looking for a white guy.
Surprise! Oh, I see. I thought people said Ghost was like a super cool white dude that like is down.
Nah,
but that's Tommy. Okay, but that's the same actor though, right? The actor you were talking about.
Tommy.
From
Tommy,
Maniac.
yeah. He's the guy.
Okay. Yeah, all I know is like it's the guy from Power. Okay. So again, there are reviews out for Night School and The Hate You Give. So check those out. I watched the first couple of episodes. I guess I'm maybe a third of the way through Ozark season 2. Finally, I got to it. Yeah, it's really fucking good, and it starts with a fucking bang. Did you watch? I thought you watched the first season. No. It's basically money laundering Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. It's
fucking really good. And this season, it's a lot darker than Breaking Bad. Like, Breaking Bad had like some like, oh, okay, that's kind of a funny. Nah, yo, everything is super fucking serious in the show. And I like Jason Bateman in the role too. He's great.
It's a really good show. I tapped out in the first season because it's so stressful to me.
Yeah, you gotta put your big boy pants on and go finish that season.
It is,
because that season ends in a way that you will not expect.
It is very stressful, and my wife is like, "Come on, let's watch Ozark. Ozark's back," and I'm just like, I don't know if I can mentally plus that white girl got on my nerves, and you know how I am with white women that get on my nerves. I mean, that's shut down.
I mean, in fairness, she has not played. You're talking about the daughter.
I'm talking. Well, there are two of them, but I'm talking about the southern one.
Oh yeah. I mean,
and then the daughter.
No, I wanted her to drown.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, I'm done.
I found out that she's not dead. I'm like,
oh man,
I want to watch the next season.
I was hoping she'd die. No, a lot of people hated her guts. She's not as prominent of a role, at least not right now in the second season. And the other girl that you're talking about who works for him, she's there, but her role is changing in a lot of actually interesting ways. Which
does she stop being an antagonist to Jason Bateman's character?
She's not really an antagonist. No, she's getting antagonized.
All right.
Which actually
that's different,
right? But it's in a way that you're like, you actually kind of feel sorry for her because she's trying to make a better life, and then her life is just like, nah. It's like crabs in a barrel. Like, nah, don't go there. Like you coming back with us. So yeah, her character gets a little bit more complex, I think. Bateman's character is still kind of the same. His wife Laura Linney takes on a much larger role.
Yo, she got on my nerves in the first season too.
Oh no, not in this one, buddy. No, she is a pivotal fucking part. Now, I will say this. The one thing about that show that stresses me out is the fucking Snells. Did you make it to them?
Yeah.
No, dude, those people fucking make me uncomfortable, dude. Because they're the show takes place in Missouri, right? Like, they are from Chicago. This family's from Chicago. They moved down to Missouri because they are laundering money for a Mexican cartel, and they have to leave Chicago because shit gets hot, right? So they're like, well, let's move to Missouri. We can launder money through all these businesses down there. There's nobody down here. There's a bunch of backwoods hillbillies. We should be able to do what we want and kind of scam these people. Yeah, but they get there and it's like, nah, dude, there's a serious criminal element down here, and those people aren't fucking around. And there is these drug dealers, this drug dealer family called the Snells, and they are as I don't want to say hillbilly because that seems really mean, but they hillbilly as fuck. But they're not dumb hillbillies.
They're redneck gangsters,
yo. But they're fucking terrified.
Yeah.
He's like, there's a scene in the new season. This is not to give anything away, but they show up and they just pop the fuck up. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck are y'all doing here? And they just pop up and they're just like, hey, you know what and they have these really strong accents and they're like, you know what today is? And his son is like, it's the first day of hunting season. He's like, yeah. And they're pissed off at Jason Bateman. He's like, come on, go in the woods with me. Let's go hunting. And it's just all these guys with fucking rifles like, yeah, let's go. And Jason Bateman's like, nah, I'm not really trying to do that. And it's these really intense scenes because the guy hugs him close and pulls him and says this real super serious shit, this slow draw. You're just like, this guy's gonna fucking murder him right now. And they're just terrifying individuals, they just are. And they do shit that really this is what we're doing. That wasn't part of the plan, guys. They're like, man's got to have a code, and they just fucking murder people. It's like, fuck. But they are the stressful part of the series for me. Yeah. I'm like, I hate when they're on screen. I just hate it. I'm like, just get through it. Just somebody don't die. But Ozark season 2, it's darker than the first season. I will say that. But it is very, very good. I think it's actually so far. I think it's better than the first season. All right, stupid / weird tech. This one is this is close to home for me. This is okay. I am drinking wine now because I like to drink wine. You don't drink. You don't really drink wine ever.
Yes, I don't.
Because you're a beer guy, right?
Yeah.
But when you drink wine, they say that you should aerate it, right? Let some oxygen into the bottle because it's sealed to make the wine taste better. Well, the people, Kyle and Mindy, came up with this idea called the best sip, which they call that badass wine glass. And it's a glass, in quotes, because it's not made of glass, it's fucking plastic, that has an aerator in it. So this is
a plastic cup.
Yeah, I'm not drinking out of a fucking tumbler, my guy.
So it should cost like $5. $2.
It cost
no more than $5.
$22.
$22.
It's a plastic cup, my nigga. And it looks like I looked at the cup. I'm like, did they just like wrap a condom around a cup?
Yeah, it looks like a lifesaver is around it. Like
it's got a thing in the middle so that when you're drinking the wine, it aerates each drink, right? And like I watched the video and they're like, other aerators on the market, they aerate the whole bottle, but this aerates, with each sip. Yeah. But I can just aerate my glass and then the thing is done. It takes one time. Like that's it. And I get to drink out of a glass like an adult, not a sippy cup like a fucking 4-year-old. This is dumb as shit.
So why do you have to let oxygen?
So because the wine is bottled and it's sealed. It's hermetically sealed.
All right. But when you open it, like, okay, like you're done.
Right, but it's not quite like that.
Yeah, I don't get aerating it either. So explain.
Right. So
I don't
because like all the oxygen can't get to all the wine immediately when you open it. It's not like a magic bottle with like a genie in it. It's like yeah. It's not Rita Repulsa like like no, that's not how it works. So what you do is like I have one of these aerators that they're like trying to make fun of or whatever. It's just a thing that you pour through into the glass, and it basically, because of the way the wine spins down, it's like almost like it makes kind of like a fizzing noise, but it's just running it through to get air into it. Whatever, it makes the wine actually taste better, right? Because when you open a bottle of wine and drink it, it doesn't taste as good as if it's sitting out for a while.
Okay.
So
what about box wine?
I mean, if you're drinking box wine, it's probably not good anymore.
Like, do you have to put air holes in box wine?
No, nobody's
like transporting a dog.
Look, nobody's aerating Franzia. Okay, like no one is doing that. But if you're buying,
you don't know that.
You know what? I don't, because I don't drink that. Too good for it. Well, now, back in the day, definitely. Carrie right now drinking out of a box of wine, screaming into her computer. But yeah, no, I just thought this was really dumb. And adults don't want to drink wine out of a plastic cup. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Also, it's $22.
That just seems
$22
kind of
plastic cup. That's offensive.
You know how much my aerator was? $20. One time. I could use it forever. Yeah. This is dumb as fuck. And nobody is going to use this.
So this essentially just puts this is like a sifter, like a spaghetti strainer in your wine glass.
Yes.
This is dumb, yo. Yeah. Like I don't drink, so I don't get it. But
like the thing that really bothers me is that it's made of plastic.
Yo, it really is like a sippy cup.
It's a sippy cup. No, I'm an adult.
It's a sippy cup inside a fucking
because it's not letting you
glass.
it's not letting you get the gulp that you want.
No,
right?
and I'll be afraid it was gonna like overflow and pour into my face.
Yeah. Nah. I don't need
And I'm surprised these women aren't drinking white wine.
I don't need the Capri Sun of fucking wine glasses. Get out of here, man.
You're getting ready to have a baby. This is what you buy it so when it knocks it over, when your son knocks shit over, it's like, oh, the juice didn't go everywhere. Like, come on, man. We can be better than this.
Yeah, we can be better than this. What's the difference between red and white wine?
That bothers me.
What is the difference between red and white wine?
Yes, aside from the red grapes or the green grapes.
That's literally the difference.
That's it?
Yeah, they have different flavors. Yeah. They have dramatically different flavors. That's true. Yes.
Oh.
And then rosé is the skin of red grapes.
So why is it so
expensive?
expensive?
That sounds gross.
Probably
because you got to shave off the skin, and that just takes some time.
Here's the thing. Why are you saying that it's more expensive? Because like rappers are like, yo, I got that rosé.
Well, it sounds like it's
it sounds like
rosé.
Like
no, it's not.
Rosé.
It's not particularly really that much more expensive.
Why is wine expensive to begin with?
Because the process is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, man, you got to make sure people's feet clean and all that shit.
Nigga, if I thought that wine came from people stomping on grapes, I'd never drink it. Right? Yeah. Well, I used to not exist at that time. I'm not drinking foot juice.
I'm sure there's still,
no. Feet are disgusting.
I'm sure there's still some.
I'm sure there are, and there are not going to be places that I buy wine from.
You don't know that.
You know what? I will be blissfully ignorant. No. No, absolutely not. But no, rosé is not particularly all that expensive. It's just that rappers figured out what rosé was, and then they started talking about it in videos.
Yeah, it just sounds like because it's 2 syllables. You know, what
rosé,
I mean? Rosé. You know,
it's just the skin of red grapes.
Rose, nigga.
No, it's got the accent mark, which makes it more expensive. Yeah, it's just something people drink in the summertime generally.
I had to call Jay once because we were going to a housewarming, and we didn't know what to get these people. And these people are drunks, right? Like,
I love that. They're drunks. No, they drink. And Mike is like, I don't know, they're alcoholics.
Nah, this guy's a goddamn professional. He's a professional drinker.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
You've met him before. You met him at a bachelor party.
Which did
he? He was a large gentleman with glasses.
Oh,
and the RoboCop scar on his head. Like
Did he have 2 forks or 2 knives when he was trying to eat his steak? That's how I identify him.
He is a legendary drinker, and so we were like, and his wife is a drinker, right? So we were like, all right, let's get them something to drink, and we went into a wine store. Yo, I didn't know what the fuck to buy, so I had to call the
resident expert.
Yeah, I had to call in the pinch drunk.
I like to think of myself as a designated hitter, if you will. Because you were asking me like what kind of vodkas to buy, and it's so funny to hear Micah. It's like they have the Kettle One.
They have the Grey Ghost.
like, Jesus Christ. Just take a picture and send it to me. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know what the fuck to get. But
that was funny.
Apparently they liked it. So
see, there you go.
What was it, vodka?
It was vodka. It was Kettle One.
Yeah, Kettle One. That's a good vodka.
Isn't vodka just potatoes anyway?
It's not.
All I know is it don't freeze, and I ain't putting nothing in my body that's liquid that don't freeze. Nigga, that violates the laws of physics and chemistry. Nah, yo. Nah.
I had a bottle of vodka in my freezer for like 5 years. Never.
Nah. This shit don't freeze.
No, it's not. That's not true. It just has a super high freeze point.
Can I put it in the freezer?
You can't put it in the freezer.
Will it freeze?
I would argue no.
Nope. Not doing it.
It violates the laws of physics. It's true.
So vodka's not made of potatoes.
It originally was. I think that it's made from something else.
Potato. Look, what did they squeeze the potato? They stomp on potatoes like they stomp on grapes.
The Irish have mad strong feet. Just Flintstone footed.
I don't know a lot about alcohol. I just know I like craft beers.
Do they have one where you take the peel of the potato?
Do they have the rosé and vodka?
The potay of vodka.
I don't know. Maybe they do. Someone is going to fucking write it. They're going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. Welcome to the show. All right, let's do question of the week.
We're not doing that last?
You know what? Yeah. Okay, let's do it last because we do have to talk about the trailer. All right, make sure you go to use our Amazon link, go to the nerdpocalypse.com/Amazon. As long as you use that link, we get a little bit of a kickback. You don't pay anything extra, but it does, in fact, help out the show. So, by the way, if you are listening to, or if you're watching the show on YouTube, share it out. So, because this will be totally public. So, that would be really helpful to us. All right, lightning round, Terrence. You're up.
Oh, damn. I thought you were doing a question of the week. First up, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is writing for the Veronica Mars reboot.
How does that sentence make
any sense to me? Almost kind of like the sentence of a seal slapping someone in the face with an octopus. That shit is hilarious, by the way. Did he write for the original?
No.
Like what?
He is a prolific writer, and I guess he is. He wrote a lot of op-eds over the last couple of years on racism and sports and
what is
just
Veronica Mars about?
It's like a mystery show. Apparently, the first 2 seasons are really, really good, and then they did a movie that got funded through Kickstarter, which I think is crazy.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember. Did it come out? Did that ever come out?
Yeah, I think it did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. I never watched Veronica Mars, but it's going to be on Hulu apparently soon, so I'll probably check it out. Everyone talks about the first 2 seasons.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Basketball Hall of Fame, television. He's a television critic. I was not aware of that. And jazz appreciator.
I mean,
what that got to do with anything?
You're old and black. Like, that's a given.
Kind of forced to.
So, an old black nigga is about to write for a white teenage girl.
Not necessarily.
Is she gonna be black?
They're rebooting it. So
is she gonna be like
who knows?
A young black girl? Even still, like he's like 65 years old, 75 years old. How old is he?
I just don't understand
That's very
how
strange.
I just don't understand how Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is on the list of writers for a fucking sitcom, like, or not a sitcom, but like a mystery drama. Like it's just such an odd choice. They're like, oh yeah, like Bob Smith, Susan Wright, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like, what? Okay. I mean, the fact that we're finding this article on Deadspin alone is weird for this show, right? But yeah, he is. And isn't that dude like 6'7"?
Yeah, he's huge.
Oh, I thought he was taller than that.
He might be.
He might be 7
He was
feet.
like 7 something.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Nobody needs to be that tall. So yeah, okay.
He's an interesting guy. Like, he was in a Bruce Lee movie.
That's true. He was.
Yeah, he kicked Bruce Lee in the chest and
left
his
footprint.
left a footprint the size of his whole torso.
Yeah, he's a fascinating guy.
He was an airplane, right?
Yes, he was. Yeah, so he's had an acting
He's
career.
a big dork. He's like every other black nerd.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of funny. Like, he goes from playing in the NBA as one of the all-time greats to being an actor, also, like, simultaneously being an actor.
Yeah.
To writing social commentary. Like, he wrote a number of really good op-eds I remember over the last couple of years I thought were pretty well done.
He's 7'2".
That's ridiculous.
I don't want to stand.
How does he even have the blood to get to his brain to write well? Does he have enough time to travel there? It's crazy. But yeah, now he's going to write for the show. That's dope. Good for him.
Veronica Mars.
Yeah, of all shows, right? Like, it's fucking weird. But okay.
Like, I can see it was like Blackish or something. Not Veronica Mars.
Maybe he really likes that show.
Maybe I'm gonna say,
I mean, people say it's really good.
Okay. That's so fucking strange. Next up, Hellboy reboot has been pushed back 3 months. I forgot about this.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Are you guys like...
I don't give a fuck.
I feel like I don't. I feel like I don't
I've never
care.
finished any of the other ones.
Really, those are actually pretty good movies. I actually like them, but I feel like I'm not going to care until I see a trailer for this. What about you?
Ditto. Look, the guy looks good in the makeup, but I'll get excited when I see something, and all right. I'm glad the guy's getting work. He seems like a cool dude. David Harbour.
David Harbour.
So, and I'm interested to see what it looks like, but I'm not like a huge Hellboy fan. So, if it comes out, great.
Yeah. So
take your time. That's the problem with a lot of these fucking movies. People don't take their time. They just throw shit together and release trailers at the dead of night, under the cover of night, like some dyslexic thief.
Correction, under the cover of morning, because I'm pretty sure it was like 2.
Like
1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it was dark out.
Yeah, very. Where people were like tagging me in posts, Jay, wake up. No, I'm not waking up for an X-Men trailer. Nigga, I wouldn't wake up for Infinity War if it was at 2 in the morning. I'll see it in the morning. I got a job. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, so April 12th is the new date, which puts it apparently 1 week after Shazam. I don't think if Shazam is good, I don't think Shazam has anything to worry about. I mean, no offense to Hellboy. I don't know that there's a big enough Hellboy, group of fans that are going to do damage to Shazam. They're probably the same group of fans.
Yeah.
So
I forgot about Shazam already too.
Yeah. Again, like,
I mean, it's too early.
It's way too early. I mean, I'll care about that in like
I care about it in March before it comes out.
Yeah, March. Yeah, then I'll be like, oh yeah, Shazam.
No, I won't care about it in March. I'll care about Captain Marvel in March.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize Venom came out next week.
What, Friday?
Yeah, me
Friday.
neither.
Yeah.
I didn't know until yesterday. I was like, oh. By the way, here's a little bit of inside baseball for people listening.
Still nothing?
So the movie comes out next Friday. There's no screener. There's no press screener. None.
Oh, there isn't going to be a press screener?
I haven't gotten an email yet.
And to put that into contrast, when does Night School get released?
I think tomorrow.
And
either.
The Hate You Give comes out October 19th.
There you go. So if people are confident, like, they'll put it out there.
there's no reason for a big comic book movie like Venom to not have a screener. You know what movies don't get screeners? Tyler Perry movies don't get screeners.
Yeah.
Because they don't want the press coming out a week before or 2 weeks before saying this movie sucks, because then it deadens people's response to going to see it in theaters.
I think there is going to be a preview.
Yeah, but it's not a press
like
preview.
Wednesday.
Yeah, but it's not a press one.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot.
Free tickets.
That tells you a
like
lot.
everything.
Yeah. People, when they get a free movie tickets, they go, yeah, this movie was awesome. Why? Because they didn't have to pay for it.
Fantastic Four 2. Or whatever the fuck.
Oh, Rise of the Silver Surfer?
No, I didn't see. I saw the first one for free.
Yeah. Did you love it?
No. I was fucking mad that I wasted 2 hours of my goddamn time for free.
Yeah.
Wow. Next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday.
Yeah. October 5th, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe they're waiting until.
No, they're not.
I just got I got a screener invite for a movie that comes out on Monday today. So maybe if we don't get one by tomorrow,
if you don't get one by Monday, I would give it Monday. If you don't get one by Monday,
we never get them the same week.
Off?
No, not ever, not ever. Especially not a movie that's
It's like a comic. Yeah. It's
no,
Venom.
absolutely
People
not.
like Venom, right?
I'm surprised.
Maybe.
I'm surprised we didn't get it probably last week. Yeah, no, because normally they say you have to respond, so they have the exact amount of tickets. They like people in the seats or whatever set up. Like a week and a half ahead of time, because those movies are so big. But the fact that they haven't, that leads me to believe that likely the studio. So what that normally means is the studio knows that it's bad, and they're trying to toss it, right? They don't want the critics to get their hands on it because they're going to be too critical of it, or critical of it. So they're hoping to trick people into going to see it the first weekend, get enough money as they
possibly can
before it bombs the second weekend, right?
Yeah.
But what that also tells me is there is a decent chance, if that is all true, if we don't get a screener for it, if that all works out the way I think it will, that also means that Sony is likely to kill their extended Spider-Man-less universe, which is good. That's a good sign. But if fans don't go see it, that shit's done.
People will see it.
But I don't think it's going to be enough people. I don't think you're going to get
terrible,
I don't think you're getting $600-700 million, because I think that's what I think that's what they're banking on. Or even at a minimum, even at a minimum $500 million, and I don't think they're getting that.
Overseas, maybe.
Costs $100 million to make.
They want at least $400 to $500 million.
How does China feel about Venom
without Spider-Man?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
They're weird over there, though. I don't know what they like. They're wild cards.
Are there any scenes in Venom that take place in China?
No.
Well, then
it's fucked.
But doesn't it take place in San Francisco?
Yes.
I mean,
this is a hop, skip, and a jump.
That's China right there. They got 4 Chinatowns in San Francisco. 4.
Why the fuck do you have 4 Chinatowns?
Because the ratio of white people to black people here, that's the ratio of white people to Asian people there.
Yeah. I have spent time in Chinatown in San Francisco. It's like little China. It's Chinese food. And I like, God bless. Like, but
I mean, it's fine.
It's a fucking ton. Like, it's crazy. Like, oh shit, son, they're everywhere. So good luck to Venom.
Nah, I want that to fail.
I have no faith.
I don't care if it does well or doesn't do well. I only want them to stop doing these fucking Spider-Man-less side projects. I want Avi Arad to finally be told, go sit the fuck down because you don't know what you're doing.
And I saw that new trailer. Let's bite their heads off. Like,
I didn't see the new trailer.
Oh, it's a clip.
It's a clip, and
that's all he says.
Well, because he's being attacked. Eddie's being attacked, and Venom helps him take everybody out, and Eddie's like, I don't know what to do now, boss. And Venom's like, oh, good. Now let's bite their heads off and
stack them in the corner.
Like, is it supposed to be like a comedy?
I think they're trying to go like Deadpool. Like, they're trying to make it like Deadpool.
I don't think so.
But it's not going to work. One,
you think it's trying to be a comedy?
Oh, why do they keep
action
putting comedy beats in the
No, I don't think so.
Exactly. Why do they keep putting... Venom is trying to be funny. Like a turd in the wind.
No, but I think he thinks that's cool.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, well, Deadpool thinks he's cool. He's not. Deadpool is a dork.
Well, yes, he is. When I watch that, I don't laugh. I mean, I'm
'cause it's
laughing,
not
but I'm
funny.
laughing at it. I'm not laughing with it.
Right. It's like Venom is delivering a speech to the UN and saying that in his administration, in the Venom administration,
It's the best.
he's done more in 2 years than any other superhero administration.
Oh, that's not the response I expected. And then turn around when you get off the stage, and go, I meant to do that.
I want to fucking punch that nigga in the throat, yo. I swear to God, I can't
That
stand
was
him.
so funny. I meant to do that. No, you just said you weren't expecting that. Why? You could just not say anything. You could just not say anything. Just eat it and just not say
He
anything.
makes me so angry.
Our president's an idiot. Anyway, next up, first few looks at Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. What do you guys think?
I'm fine with it. I have no problem with it. I really don't have an opinion on this movie yet because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I just, this movie could literally just be about anything, and then this movie could be about any old psycho, and somebody was like,
yeah, let's make him the Joker.
yeah, let's just make him the Joker. Why not?
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
Which could be a good thing.
I think he looks scary without the makeup on.
He's kind of a creepy
that
dude.
picture would he just it was just that close up of his face with no makeup. I'm like, yo, that
Yeah, doesn't
he's
that look like
41.
Doesn't that look like the
No, he
poster
isn't.
for a
Yes,
new-
he is.
No, he isn't.
How old is Joaquin?
He's got to be 68 years old. Like, I'm not buying it.
Yo,
He has lived a rough 41 years.
I think he looks like he's
He's got some fucking city
51.
miles. He's got some city miles.
He's 43.
Yeah, he got some city miles on him, dude. He does
Yeah.
not look 43. My wife is a year older than him. Yeah. She looks 15 years younger than
so
him.
fucking old.
Yo,
that's
Joaquin
crazy.
Phoenix as Arthur Fleck.
Yeah, that's the character's name.
Arthur Fleck.
I mean, nobody knows the Joker's real names.
I don't know why.
No, but like, why did they name him Arthur Fleck?
I feel like that name sounds familiar to me.
Sounds like Ben Affleck.
Well, that was what somebody was saying, like A Fleck, like, if you just give him the first initial.
A Fleck.
Affleck.
Which would be kind of interesting, like, considering that Affleck is Batman, but like,
Not
is he
anymore.
gonna be? Is he gonna be?
That'd be petty as fuck.
By the way, it's been 2.5 weeks.
Oh yeah, we still haven't heard
No,
shit about
no comment from DC and Warner Brothers. Oh, they're issuing an official statement. Where is it? Your two main guys are gone, and you just don't say anything.
He looks. That's not 43, yo.
It's a hard 43, dog. That's a hard 43.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a hard 43, man.
Yeah, he looks scarier right there than he does with the fucking makeup on.
You know what I will say?
weird.
The very first picture that they released, and everyone's like, there were some people, oh, this looks amazing. I was like, I wasn't blown away by it. These pictures where the makeup is sort of running and looked fucked up, he looks much more terrifying.
Yeah, he looks better in this picture.
Yeah,
than
I
these pictures
actually,
that are actually on here.
yeah, I
haven't seen
dig
these.
Yeah, I actually dig these. It was kind of funny. Somebody had posted an image of Ledger and in that first picture,
Yeah.
and they were basically like when player 2 picks the same character, and they just change the outfits a little
Yeah.
bit.
But it looks pretty similar.
Yeah, very. But what it tells me though is the Joker has been around for so many years, decades, right? And it's such a popular character. But Ledger's performance was so good that they won't move away from that look. They did with Leto for a little bit, and they were like, this is not going to work. And they went right back to what worked, right? The stringy hair and just like the sort of grubby look, but with, very like kind of tailored crazy person suits. I don't know, man. I think he looks good. What I'm not afraid of is his performance. I'm sure he's going to put in a hell of a performance because he's arguably one of the best actors of his time.
Just a weirdo.
But I do think, I don't know if the movie itself will be good. I just honestly don't know.
Why the movie is.
Well,
That's my thing. Like,
yeah.
standalone Joker movie. Okay.
Right.
Sure.
Somebody.
Again, like you could say, a standalone Joker movie is just a fucking crazy person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, somebody online, which I thought was a pretty good analogy, said that it could be, because people were asking, well, if Batman's not in this, who's the hero? But it could just be like Taxi Driver, right? Where it's just like an examination of an insane person. And You know, it just kind of ends on like him getting away or like, you know, whatever. And then you go, and you know, and now Batman's after him. Like you could just say that kind of thing and then that would be it. Which as a character study, the Joker would be pretty interesting, especially played by somebody like Joaquin Phoenix, who's going to put in fucking work in this role. But I don't know. I just don't have a beat on this guy as a director, the guy who's directing this, whether or not
Who's
like
directing
he can.
it?
Todd Phillips.
Yeah, he's the guy who said, "I'm here for the gangbang" in Old School. He's that actor. So I don't know. I don't know as a director if he can pull it off, but it's certainly an interesting concept. But it's going to be a tough pull to pull off a Batman-less Joker movie. I will say that. So we'll see.
Fine. It's DC. I don't care. Doesn't matter.
And by the way, I've already seen it happening. People are like, yeah, this looks really good. They should replace Leto with him. What the fuck did I tell you? I told you. I told you. Because of course.
Yeah, you can't have two.
You can't have two prominent actors play the same role. You fucking knuckleheads. They have 3 different universes right now. They have this universe. They have the Leto version of the universe, the normal DCEU universe. And then they have the TV universe. Oh, the Marvel shows aren't that interesting or because they're not connected. They have 3 fucking universes at the same time. Because the TV version has the trickster who is just great value Joker. So arguably you have played by Mark Hamill who did the voice for the Joker. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Wait, that's for the Flash, sorry.
Yeah, so that's in the CW universe. So arguably
the CW universe because technically you have Gotham on Fox.
Oh, I'm sorry. 4 of them then. Yeah. 4 universes in DC, and none of them are good. That's amazing.
Used to be.
Where are they?
For a short time.
1 season. Perhaps 2.
Season and a half. Next up, Disney plans to use James Gunn's Guardians 3 script. Confirmed Sean Gunn. Is that his brother or something?
Yeah, that's his brother.
Okay.
He's the physical stand-in for Rocket Raccoon, and he's also one of the Ravagers. Cool. Good. Yeah. They should. They would be stupid not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got a script right there. What, are you going to pay somebody else to rewrite the script? And
also change the entire story? That doesn't make any sense.
And then risk a walkout?
Yeah, that's not worth it.
So,
yeah. This was the most logical choice.
Yeah, of course.
Why did you put this on the docket?
What is this?
Just read it.
It won't load.
Bullshit, it won't load.
No, let me try again.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then that makes sense.
Little Yachty is going to be in the sequel for How High.
I've seen no other entertainment website but this one. Point this out to me.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait. How High 2, Little Yachty to star in sequel for 2001 Method Man and Redman comedy. Whew. Is he going to be the star?
How is he going to be the star? Because, like, they're going to make a movie where, like, you know what? Let me just stop. I don't think he's very smart.
Yeah, I've seen him read. I saw him on a clip reading
Mean Tweets.
Mean Tweets. Did you see that?
I did. I saw it today, actually.
Yeah.
He has a hard time reading. He's going to be the star? Boat?
Boat.
Wait, what?
That's what he says.
This is the type of music your young child is going to be listening to.
Nope.
Kids,
nope.
Kid, why'd you just open the next door? You ain't going to stick around?
No, fuck that story.
The article says Little Yachty has been cast in How High 2. The film, a sequel to the 2001 movie starring Method Man and Redman, will be released on MTV in 2019. Oh, well, there you go.
Damn, they're not even putting that shit in theaters.
Wow.
So here's my question. Have either one of you ever seen How High?
I have seen it.
Yes,
I have not seen this movie. Is this a black and black cinema?
No, it's not.
There's not a larger conversation to be had about this?
If you want to I don't smoke. So
I don't smoke, so
you'd be the resident weed head.
Yeah, and you'd be the one doing it here by yourself.
Just a one-man show trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
The sequel, written by Family Guy writers Artie Johan.
Well, I'm out.
Johan and Sean Reese focuses on two young but business-savvy stoners who go on a pot-filled odyssey through Atlanta to find their missing weed, only to uncover a vast government conspiracy. Yeah, I'm not with Little Yachty, my nigga. Like, no,
I mean, stoner comedy.
Fine.
All right,
No,
Yo,
that's fine.
Yo, that nigga. New actor joins the cast of Paul W.S. Anderson.
this is what I'm saying.
Monster.
That's what I'm saying. Don't do it.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah, they're
right.
doing one of these. Micah
Tony Jaa joins Mila Jovovich in Monster Hunter.
and Ron Perlman and T.I.
Are we
Ron
sure this
Perlman
isn't
gonna be the
fucking-
monster?
I mean, he always does play a monster.
I mean,
might
he
be
was
the
the
voice.
beast, yo. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it didn't.
and Hellboy.
Yeah, my mom made me watch that show with her, dude.
Beauty and the Beast.
I think everybody's mom
Didn't he
watched
live
that
like
show.
in a train station or some shit? Like
They lived in
the
underground.
subway?
He rode trains on top
Oh yeah,
of
he
that.
was on top of them. That's right. My mother loved that shit.
Yeah, I think everybody's like, if you're our age, you know, like mid-30s or something like that, your mom definitely watched that show, dude.
She did.
She did. Yeah, she did. I know your mom did.
No, wasn't no black people in it.
You text your mom right now. You ask her if she watched Beauty and the Beast on TV.
She'll say, "Yeah, I love that movie. I haven't seen it on TV in a long time." She will not know what Beauty and the Beast is. The
Bullshit.
TV
I
series
guarantee.
is.
No, I know. Bullshit. You text your mother
that
right
shit
now.
right now.
And I want to see the text before you send
Would you,
those.
what, matter of fact, what you want me to say?
Yeah.
What channel was it
Exactly.
on?
No, ask her, do you remember the Beauty and the Beast TV show?
What channel was that on? Was
Or
that on?
no. Did you like the Beauty and the Beast TV show? Don't
Yeah.
say, do you remember? Because I will be more specific.
She was like,
Like what?
what the
The
fuck
one with
is
the
that?
white people? I don't know. Get out of here.
Yeah, so
Are
Tony
you
Jaa
excited
going
for
to
this?
be- Look, the way this cast is going on, you'd think that Uwe Boulder is going to be
Okay,
directing
that's
this shit.
kind of how I feel about it. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it is Paul W.S. Anderson.
He's just a skinnier Uwe Boulder.
Yeah.
No. No.
And we wait.
No, I'm not ready.
You really like the game.
Yeah, the game is great.
I mean, the game is fun, but it's fun because of the way it plays, not because of the cinematic opus that the story is talking about. Nobody plays Monster Hunter wanting to know, boy, I wonder if they're going to get that monster. Like, it's up to you whether or not you get the monster.
There was a story in Monster Hunter World,
Of
too.
course
And
there
I don't
was.
even know what the fuck happened.
Hell no.
I just know
You get a slave who runs around and
I don't
Yeah,
get
you
this
a
game.
little cat slave.
Yeah.
Palico.
get
It was called a palico.
that, yo,
Get it?
That
A palico.
Stop.
Right. And you get to dress it, and it helps you in the fight. Until you had two other people, and then your slave leaves, and then you just have the other people help you. I haven't played that shit in months. I'll probably jump back in and not know what the fuck is going on, because there's a lot going on in that game.
They got different
But yeah, I don't give a
events
fuck
and
about
shit.
this movie. I forgot it was
Is
a thing.
so this is starring Mila Jovovich.
Is she going to be the monster hunter?
I assume she will be because that's
she
his
will
wife.
be. Yeah.
And she's gonna be like, "Yo, put me in a fucking movie."
And look, they're
He's
taking
like,
another Capcom property.
That's
right.
So
And they're-
Capcom apparently loves this guy because I mean he did
Yo,
make them
he
$1
made
billion.
Yo, those Resident
Right.
Evil movies make a lot of
yeah,
money,
they made
and they're
over $1 billion
Right.
altogether.
oh well over $1 billion.
Hey, they've made 7 of those. So Capcom is like, hey, have at it, Hoss. You want to
There were
make 7
7?
Monster Hunter movies?
There
It's
were
like-
7 Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the
It
first
look-
one came out, no one.
Right. If
Oh, what?
Yeah, I saw it in the movie theater.
I did too. I didn't think it was that long
Yeah, it was
ago.
a while ago. It may be 02.
Yo, come on. 2001? No, it feels like it was like 2010.
Resident Evil 2002. Sorry.
Jesus.
1 year later.
That's
Apocalypse
insane.
2004. Extinction 2007. Afterlife 2010. Retribution 2012. The final chapter 2016. 1, 2, 3. What is that? 6. That's 6.
6. Okay. 6.
Oh, thank God. It's only 6 instead
Right.
of fucking
well,
7.
and then a reboot is being planned.
All right.
So
That's fine.
Wait, what?
$1.2 billion
Yeah.
For the entire franchise.
is with that franchise.
Yeah, but what's the budget for that franchise? Like $300 million.
$290.
Oh, all together.
Yeah.
For
For all of
They're like, yo,
six Resident Evil movies cost less than Infinity War cost.
what the fuck?
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, that's a pretty good return on investment, by the way.
Yeah.
$290 for $1 billion?
For $1.2 billion.
That's not bad. It's $1 billion in profit. That's not bad.
And that's why Capcom.
That's why they were like, "Hey, you want to make another series for us?
Do another one.
You cheap bastard. You're gonna make us."
How many?
You got to churn out 5 of them bitches, but you'll make us $1 billion eventually.
Yeah, you'll get there. Yeah. So my question is, how many of the Resident Evil movies have you watched? I've only watched in full.
The first one.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one in full. I've
seen the first 2 in full.
That's a Nemesis one.
I've never seen Apocalypse.
Yeah,
I've
never seen the rest of them.
I saw 1 and 5.
I feel like you don't really
some of the
anything.
one with Mike Epps.
Yeah,
I think that was
3 because I know that was 3 because I saw Mike Epps was in it, and I'm like, there's no way I'm watching Resident Evil 3 with Mike Epps in it. It takes place in like Nevada or something.
Yeah, it's in the desert.
Yeah.
I watched the first maybe 3 minutes of that one, and I turned it off. I was like, this bores me. Like, I don't even think a person talked. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I wonder what
you saw the title. Like, you know what? I don't even know why I'm doing this.
No, it was on Netflix, and I was like, I'm gonna watch Resident Evil 3 because I saw like the tail end of the second one, but I never watched all of it. I saw like the guy like catch a plane with his hand. Like, I was like, that's not a thing you could do.
And was it Wesker? Who did that?
It was a black dude.
Oh,
it's like one of the heroes.
Whatever.
Because Wesker's a bad guy, right?
Yeah, he's the guy with the leather jacket or the leather trench coat. I don't know.
Yeah, he is the guy from Game of Thrones.
Is he?
Yeah, he's one of the guys from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I saw Retribution, and I think that was the one where everybody just looked like they were doing cosplay. And I was like, okay,
so
fine.
So that could be anywhere between 2 and 6. Because I feel like the budget from 2 to 6, they just were like, crank this shit all the way down. We need to make $1 billion in 5 more movies. Like, no. Get out.
So yeah, he's doing Monster Hunter. I don't know why.
Okay.
Well, we do know why, but
get ready for 6 of those.
Yeah. Monster Hunter 2, Monster Hunter 3, Monster Hunter 3D. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Movie and TV news. Before we get there, there's breaking news. The Gambit movie will be a romantic comedy, says producer.
You're joking, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, look, that's what Marvel does, right? They take their characters and put them in different types of movies.
Yeah, genre films.
So I'm not going to poo-poo on it because of that. I will poo-poo it because it is Gambit. Is Rogue going to be the love interest?
I don't think so.
Well, then why am I watching it? Yo? Why am I watching it?
It's funny because I will propose that same exact question later on about another X-Men property, namely the X-Men. Yeah, so the first story is, in fact, they are kind of rushing Gambit into development to get it out for they're going to start shooting February 2019.
Before the DC acquisition? I mean, whatever. You know what I'm talking
Marvel acquisition. Or Disney acquisition. Yeah. I don't understand why they're spending money on this. Because, no, and I don't mean that in like a shitty way.
You don't mean it in a shitty way?
You do. I mean, I do. but allow me to give more detail about my shitty ways. No, I don't understand why you're spending good money on this movie. For what? Do you really think people are going to be amped for it? Like, I feel like in watching what's happening with X-Men Dark Phoenix, like they spent a lot of money to reshoot that movie. Like the reshoot time was just like a week or so less than the filming of when they filmed it originally. So they spent so much money, not obviously the same amount, but so much money to reshoot it. Why? Like you're losing money at the time that you're getting ready to get all this extra money. Like why just waste money? I just don't understand.
I don't know how movie studios like do their budgets. Like the only thing I can compare it to is at my job, people look at our books, and if we don't spend a certain amount of money, we won't get the same amount of money next year.
Yeah, because you work at a government facility.
Right. But I don't think movie studios work like that. So
no, they make their own budgets.
So I don't know I don't know how.
I mean, but do you understand my point, though? Right? It seems weird. Like financially, it seems weird.
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out what would make them like force them to want to hurry up and spend this money before it's gone. It'll essentially be gone once the thing takes over.
What's the financial
right?
benefit?
Do they
for
like
them to direct this movie and put it out in theaters?
right? Because
it's got to be cheap, first of all.
right, but
like
they're not going to throw. It's not $200 million.
It's probably going to be like a 40. How much was the first Deadpool?
$75 million.
Give them that.
I feel like that's where,
and they're trying to, and they maybe, but they're not going to have the fucking property in like a year.
So this is the definition of a cash grab.
Yes, but like okay, so the movie's been in development hell, right? They've like lost director, they've lost like 2 or 3 directors. You know, people don't.
W.S. Anderson directed. Fuck it.
Probably get 6 movies before the summer's over. Make $1 billion.
Fucking directed for fucking $20 million.
Right, but I guess my question is, if the thought process is, let's make a Gambit movie, let's get it in production. Disney says that they will release anything that Fox has in production, upon the actual acquisition. They acquire it. The movie comes out. The movie gets released after Disney owns the property, right? Logically speaking. Okay. And let's say in the contract, somehow the original Fox owners get that money because it was in production ahead of time. Like, that would make sense, right? Like, hey, we're making these movies. We should get the money, whatever profits. Okay, no problem. But do they think that Gambit is going to be a movie that is going to do so well?
You don't know until you do it. It's literally a gamble. It's the last, gasp of a dying man.
Yeah, I suppose. Like, I'm confused by it. Like, I guess Deadpool makes them think that maybe if they spend the $75 million, they'll get $785 million and they get to walk away with that.
Right. Like, I am literally, this is my last chip. I'm going to put everything on black and hope that, I recoup at least enough to get me back home.
Yeah, like Disney's gonna pay you $60 billion. So what the fuck? Like, this is like chump change to me.
So what's the point of not spending it then? I mean,
I guess that's probably their argument,
right? Like, fuck it, might as well. Why not? We're going out of business, y'all. Fuck it, let's just do whatever we want.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
It's just like showing up at an Ollie's on the last day. Like, we got everything. It's $0.50. Yeah, I'm
it's
just
like stealing from your job on your last day.
No consequences.
I guess who's directing it? Do they know yet?
Do they?
It's supposed to start next year.
Do they? Like, I don't know. Is it going to start next year? Is it?
This shit ain't coming.
They've lost 3 directors: Gore Verbinski, Doug Liman, and Rupert Wyatt. Like, what the fuck is going on over there? They just cannot get this movie off the ground. It's Gambit. This shit shouldn't even be that hard to do.
It's not like you haven't seen Gambit on screen before.
Right. How do we do it? Cajun guy?
Yeah, who was it? Who played Gambit? What's his name?
Taylor Kitsch.
Yeah. I believe you said he was the Kitsch of death.
Yeah, that is a thing. That happens, yeah.
He has tainted this role so deeply that they've lost 3 directors trying to do a solo movie without him. I still don't see Channing Tatum as this character.
He's Cajun, right? Isn't he from Louisiana?
No, he's from Louisiana. He's not Cajun.
Well, whatever. He could put on a Cajun accent.
Can he, Terrence?
It don't start production till next year. He's
been working on that shit for like 2 years, dude.
He's got a lot of practice. He'll be fine. Probably not. But
you have way more confidence than I do.
Look, I don't give a goddamn about this movie. Like,
do you see in this when this comes out?
I'll see it.
Yeah,
I'll see it. If I see his trailer and he like throws a card at somebody, like, what is he gonna do? What's his adversary?
He's not even from Louisiana. He's from Alabama.
It's close enough.
Who, Channing Tatum?
Yeah, I think he lived there.
Nah, that don't count. He was born in Coleman, Alabama, next to JTD. That don't count.
JTD should play Gambit.
You know what?
That's my
if
argument.
JTD plays Gambit, I will see that shit. That's the only way I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, just Gambit throwing out horrible what the fuck
And his
stories.
family moved to Mississippi. Yo,
he lied, yo, because he said like he grew up there or some shit like that. I feel like Channing Tatum is
he probably was there for a weekend, had a real good time.
He was like, he had a couple of fucking hand grenades.
This is my city. Give me a hurricane. All right,
I'm Cajun.
All right, yo. All right, calm down.
That is the worst rendition of a Cajun accent I've ever heard. That is unacceptable. So yeah, okay, sure. The Joker and Harley Quinn script is still, this movie is still happening for some fucking reason. I don't know why they got Jared Leto up there, because she can be hugging on fucking Joaquin Phoenix in a few minutes. They're saying that the movie will be a mix between, now get this, a mix between Bad Santa and This Is Us. Yeah, that's the face I made when I read it. What?
I mean, but if you think about it, they kind of did that in the flashbacks and fantasies in Suicide Squad, right? So remember when the Chiquita Banana was showing people the life that they wish they had?
Yeah.
The Chiquita Banana.
I do.
Like
I honestly do not remember that scene at all.
It was like
No, and I'm not saying that to be a dick. I do not remember that.
It was at the end of the movie.
Oh, hell no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he didn't have the makeup on. It was
He
just
didn't have the
basically
makeup.
Jared Leto. They had
it was
a
a very
family.
it was a very like Norman Rockwell kind of painting.
Yeah,
okay.
like
Now I'm remembering.
that coupled with that is in the same movie as we're bad guys. We're supposed to do bad things. I don't know. I don't know what she said.
I mean, that's a pretty good impression. That's not bad. That's not bad. No. I will never say that I'm not going to see a comic book movie because I see all of them, because I am a whore for these things.
You seen the one we're going to talk about later?
Oh yeah. Look. Screener only. I ain't paying for that. I'm more likely to pay for Venom than I am for that. No, that's how they get you. You ain't getting me. No. Fuck no.
I mean, if this was like...
Oh, by the way, I have a list of notes for that trailer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, I was at work and I was like, well, let me just write this down.
If this movie turns out to be like a character study between the two of them, then that would be great. Like that,
Would it?
the toxic relationship between men and women, and have her and to have her.
Okay, that's a fair point.
And to have her kind of overcome it in the end, I think would be really interesting. If it's just like wacky Bonnie and Clyde, like, I don't want to watch that
I think
shit.
that's what it is. I think that's what they should have wrote. This Is Us meets Bonnie and Clyde. By the way, if it
more
wasn't
like Bad Santa
What the
meets
fuck does that
Bonnie and
make
Clyde.
sense? How does that even make sense?
Bad Santa's just
vulgar,
crass.
vulgar humor. That's all that means.
I fucked her so hard in the ass she couldn't walk straight for a week. That's a line from Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Look, Bad Santa's a hilarious movie. Like, it is funny.
Look, they made the Bad Santa comparison. Now that they have done that, you must have that ageless black midget that's in that movie.
He has to be in this movie.
He has to be in it.
Yeah. If he's not in it, I'm not seeing this movie. That's where I draw the line.
I should probably figure out that guy's name and not refer to him as ageless black midget. But I don't know his name, so I'm going to Google ageless black midget.
It's going to come up. It is. Did your mom write back yet?
No, she didn't.
Yeah, because she's watching reruns of her favorite show. She's like, God, I remember this show. Oh, I got to write Micah back. He was totally right. Yeah.
Oh, don't Google ageless black midget. Don't Google that. Don't Google it at all. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to take your advice.
You will not get that guy. You will not get the guy I'm talking about. You will. You will get something, and you might discover a new fetish.
Oh God. I know there's that black little person who's in porn.
Woo!
Wow. Didn't expect that shit to happen.
No, I did not.
Surprise. Warner Brothers reportedly looking at Ewan McGregor or Sharlto Copley for Black Mask to be the villain in Birds of Prey. What do you guys think? It's kind of nice to hear that Black Mask is going to be in a comic book movie. He's a Batman villain that hasn't gotten any big screen attention.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a gangster. And
does he only wear the mask just to protect his identity? Is that the whole idea?
I have no idea. I'm not up on my Black Mask.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the character besides he's a gangster. That's all I know.
But yeah, I mean that's fine. Like those are a couple of big names for this.
I feel like Sharlto Copley is a really good choice for that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he would be willing to do the mask and not show his face the whole time.
Yeah.
Where I don't know that Ewan McGregor would be able to. Although I think Ewan McGregor would be a good choice as well. But I think Copley might actually be a great choice.
I keep forgetting that this is a movie and not like a TV series.
Yeah. And we'll talk more about the casting for that. But this actually might be pretty good. I really like the casting so far for this. So we'll see.
Tony Cox is the ageless black midget.
Stop calling him a midget. It's really terrible.
Sorry, ageless nigger midget. You gotta spread it around. It's black people's day today.
Oh yeah, no. Look, I mean, that's the thing. If you're watching, if you're watching this show for the first time on YouTube, we make fun of everybody, including our own people.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Nobody.
God. We can't laugh at ourselves. We got no right laughing at them fucking Asians over there.
Those. Yeah, somebody's gonna be like, "That's offensive." Yeah, we know that's the point.
It's meant to be.
Yeah, it's meant to be offensive. Also, it looks like they have cast the roles of Huntress and Black Canary, which is pretty cool. I'm very, very interested in this just because these are two actresses I would not have suspected. So Mary Elizabeth Winstead is going to be playing Huntress. You would remember her, I believe, from Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and Journey Smollett Bell will be playing the normally very white and blonde Black Canary. Yes. I am fine with all of these. I like these casting. I like both of them. I think they're both good actresses. I have not seen the normal white boy freak out because a woman of color is playing a role.
How much you want to bet they don't know that she's black?
There is a 45% chance that that's true.
Yeah, they don't know.
I don't know how you could look at her and not know that, but I feel like I've noticed a lot of people don't.
Never underestimate the predictability of color blindness from white people.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I've gotten into many arguments of people where that person's like, yeah, no, that woman's white. I'm like, no, she's not.
Right.
No.
Look at that hair. Look at that nose. Look at that forehead. Like, look at that ass. Like, no. No, she ain't white.
I mean, take one look at Journey Smollett Bell and look, she is very black.
Right.
God bless. It's beautiful. But yeah, no, I'm down for this. They haven't named who's going to be Batgirl yet, so we'll have to see about that. But the talk was that they were going to do Cassandra Cain, so I assume they will do an Asian actress. So we'll see.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, I kind of like the diversity of the Birds of Prey. It's going to be interesting to see them take on who I would assume is going to be Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and who would be another female? Catwoman, yeah. But yeah, we'll see. I'm down for that. So yeah, they obviously haven't cast Catwoman or Poison Ivy, but my choice for Poison Ivy is obviously the woman from Mad Men. I can't remember her name, but she is the
redhead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah.
What the hell is her name?
Yeah.
I can't remember right now. I'm blanking. But yeah, no,
Just Google buxom redhead and see what you find. I'm sure that woman
she will come
up.
Yeah, she'll come up.
You sure about that? Because you just put like ageless black.
Yeah, I mean, your Google foo is not very good today, I would argue, or it is depending on what you're into. So yeah, that's who. That's
she goes right there. She did pop up.
Yeah, what's her name?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. She's
good Lord.
What is her name? If you could just stop looking at Google Images.
No, that's not her. That's somebody else. But goddamn. Christina Hendricks.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she's married to the guy from Super Troopers who was like, snozberries taste like snozberries, and he was like fucking high. He's like, I'm freaking out, man. You are freaking out, man. Yeah, that's her husband. That fucking dork. God bless him. God bless him.
Is he funny?
Funny enough. Funny enough for her. So, look, he's doing whatever he got to do. Next up, possible synopsis for a solo Black Widow movie was leaked or somewhat, released. It says, quote, at birth, the Black Widow, aka Natasha Romanova, is given to the KGB, which grooms her to become its ultimate operative. When the USSR breaks up, the government tries to kill her as the action moves to present-day New York, where she is a freelance operative. The standalone film will find Romanov living in the United States 15 years after the fall of the Soviet Union. Okay, that's kind of what I expected. Nothing particularly shocking there.
All right. I mean, call me when it's happening.
Yeah, I think this is going to likely be announced with Eternals as sort of next phase movies. So that's fine.
That's fine. Call me when it happens.
Make sure you go to the nerdpocalypse.com/premium. Sign up for premium content. We don't just have this show, but we have a number of shows in the TMP Studios network. In our premium shows, we have a political show called Look Forward. You can listen to the first hour for free on iTunes or wherever you get podcasts. But to hear the whole show, you can sign up for premium content. It is $5 a month or $50 for the full year. Also, there is a Seinfeld show that Micah and I do called Airing of Grievances, where we talk about really super personal stories and relate them to episodes of Seinfeld, which are hilarious and disturbing, and you definitely don't want to miss that. And then our monthly show, No Time to Bleed, which is our action movie podcast, which you definitely want to check out as well. So, thenerdpocalypse.com/premium. Okay, what the fuck brought to you by JTD, Micah?
Oh, shit. I forgot about that. It's not up here. I don't see it up here.
Refresh, buddy.
God damn it. All right, well, somebody go, and then
Terrence,
I'll come back
are you ready? Or I can go.
Woman on vacation reportedly finds a dead tortoise in her vagina.
What? I'm sorry.
What?
No, that sentence does not make any sense, actually.
What the fuck? A British woman has been questioned by police in Spain after doctors found a dead tortoise inside her vagina, according to reports in the Spanish media.
Why?
Staff at the emergency department of a medical center in the south of the island Tena, that place, are said to have called local cops after making the bizarre discovery. The respected Daily El Dia claimed the unnamed woman, described as an expat by El Confidencial, is said to have sought help after suffering pain in her genital area, which doctors diagnosed as an infection caused by the reptile. How did either you did it or y'all was in, whoever you was fucking was into some kinky ass shit and just shoved a turtle up your vagina?
How big was the turtle?
It gotta be like a baby turtle, right?
Was it like...
Maybe she just has a cavernous vagina.
Right, like, what is going on? Like, is that a thing?
I don't know. I've never heard of tortoise play before. That's not something...
I'm not looking for that on Google.
I don't want to... You know what? No.
Yeah, that's a bridge too far.
Yeah.
The Sun has not been able to independently verify any of the claims that have been widely reported in Spanish media. She is said to have told police she began to feel odd after going out partying with a group of British friends a couple of days earlier. God damn these goddamn Spanish words. El Periodico, whatever, reports. She apparently had no idea how the reptile ended up where it did. The size of the
that
reptile.
doesn't make any sense. She went out to a club, or she went out and she didn't know there was a turtle in her pussy. Like, what kind of comment is that? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Like, well, how did it get there, man? I don't know. Well, she's British.
It's Lemmy Winks from South Park. Like Lemmy Winks, the little fucking gerbil goes up your ass, right? That is
the size of the reptile has not been revealed, and some reports suggest it may have been a turtle rather than a tortoise. But I don't know the difference.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it all better and more reasonable.
Right. Like turtle, tortoise.
Was
Whatever.
it a snapping turtle?
Was it a terrapin? Because if it was a terrapin, then that would make a little bit more sense, right? Because some basketball player was just like up in it and then she just went to the club with that nigga still in her vagina.
It's a very Maryland joke. Fear the turtle, indeed.
Fear the turtle.
Oh, man. Island papers and respected Spanish dailies, which have echoed the story, have named the medical center she attended El Mo. You know what? She had a turtle in her pussy. I don't know how the fuck that happened. Whatever.
No, we can't just go, I don't know how that happened. She put it there.
Yeah.
She put it there. You can't.
She didn't know how it got there?
Yeah, that's
Did
what
it
she
creep
said.
in at them in the
She's
middle
like,
of the
I
night?
don't know. Yeah, this seems like
He
a
said
warm
she was
place.
drunk, right?
Look.
Like this
No, I
is
ain't never been that
she
drunk
said
yet.
she went to a club and she woke up with a turtle in her vagina.
She got turtled.
one-
She got turtled. Nah, Brett Kavanaugh is involved in this, and he shouldn't be on the Supreme Court.
Yo,
I don't.
This is unacceptable.
Fine. Okay.
No, not fine.
What?
Not okay.
It ain't me. I don't give a
No,
fuck.
she did it, and I need her to admit that.
yeah. I just need you. Like, no one's gonna. Well, people are gonna judge you.
I'm
but
judging
You just
you.
gonna have to. You just gonna have to take it. Just like you
did-
took that turtle.
Right, exactly. Take that shit to the head. Like, come on, man. That's not okay. Don't put live animal. Was the turtle dead or alive? She said deceased, right? She said it was deceased.
I don't even think it.
A rotting turtle.
Oh yeah, found a dead tortoise inside her vagina.
Yeah, it couldn't breathe. Why? Stop putting animals in you. This is wildly unacceptable behavior.
I mean,
Gross.
at the very least, it's animal cruelty.
Yeah, no, you gotta go to jail for that. Nah, fuck that. Get out of here. All right, Micah, you got your story up.
So,
Please don't be an animal.
Lord of the Rings is one of the most influential properties of all time. Well, after reading and watching The Lord of the Rings,
Oh boy.
Kimberell
Okay.
Kimberell Eventide.
That's not her real fucking name.
No kidding.
Just
That's
wait.
what she changed it to.
No, she didn't. I'll tell you what her real name is, what her other name is. Her government name is Kimberell Eventide of Illinois.
Okay.
Of Rivendell. Shut up.
Began to identify as an elf. She is a part of a growing community that.
No, she isn't. There's not a growing community. No, she isn't.
I mean, it's one step away from cosplay, right?
No, because no one.
It's one step away from cosplay.
I mean,
It's the wrong direction, though.
But it's a step away from it. Pretty soon you're gonna have a big nigga in here fixing your lights with pointy ears and shit.
Yo, Demetrius, I swear to God, dude. I swear to God. Don't you dare. Coming in here yelling, freedom! As he takes off his fucking wig.
Kimberell began to identify as an elf. She's a part of a growing community that describe themselves as otherkin, or people who identify as something other than human. She also refers to herself as Pleiadian Starseed. That is her name, Terrence.
Yo, her name sounded more authentic to Tolkien.
Yeah.
Thank
books.
you.
You know, Palladium Starseed. Get out of here. No, that sounds dumb.
Not only does she believe
Kimberell
she is,
Evertide. Yeah, that's she is definitely marrying Aragorn. Yeah, like, come on.
not only does she believe she is an elf, but Kimberell also believes she was sent on this earth to act as a spiritual guide for humans. Because she lacks elven features, Kimberell makes up for it with clothing and prosthetics. And here's a picture of her with fake ears, and in a traditional elf-like attire. She is quoted as saying, "I dress as a high elf, as much as I can in velvet, silk, ornate detail, or nature-inspired clothing. I have about 5 different types of elf ears and cuffs. Plus, my own ears have a slight point to them, so I don't always wear my ears. No, they don't.
I don't know what to say to this except for white people are wild. What's wrong with you, dude?
It's not over.
Oh, Jesus.
She is on a mission that she has named Project Ivan Star, which involves helping humans transform into high elves by elvenating their consciousness.
Yo, don't say elvenating to me, yo. Don't ever say that word.
That's not.
I'm sorry. Elevating. I'm sorry. You know I can't read because I'm black and stupid. And
elvenating.
But look, it sounded
it's the
right.
same. Yeah, no. All right.
So I'm going to call it elvenating. She's elvenating their consciousness, just as she has. She works to achieve this goal by using social media platforms. She even
we need
offers,
to ban social media. We need to ban it.
She even offers personal Skype sessions to help individual souls to reach a higher level of consciousness.
What is her name on Instagram? We will set up a live session. Terrence, you're getting elvenated.
No,
first black elf though. Come on.
Like, what that mouth do? I don't know. What the fuck? This is so stupid. That
T-Carp of Rivendell. Come on, man. This is your chance.
How much does she charge? That's
what
I want to know, because like
we
if
have
she's
a budget.
getting paid,
that's
we
all
have
this
a budget,
is, right? It's got to be a scam, right?
to do this.
Like
this is insane.
This is just a scam, right? It has to be.
Is it?
I want humanity to grow up organically and to move forward into a brighter age of experience that lives peacefully with nature and has advanced technology for all to experience. This is my major mission, to guide humanity into higher dimensions of both perception and experience. None of that shit made sense. None of it. That's like some shit that a sitcom writer writes when they don't know what they're talking about.
That is correct.
That's like some Homie the Clown shit. That's like that dude, the jail character that Damon Wayans plays.
Yes. When you said elvenating, that's exactly what I thought. You got to elvenate your testicles to a level that allows your ears to grow and show. My brother.
Her family and friends support her. Her husband doesn't claim to be anything other than human, nor does he claim to fully understand her elven ideology. But she says that she gets no resistance from him. Probably because he's cheating on you. Being an elf isn't easy, Kimberell says.
He's cheating on her with an orc.
Kimberell laments that her spiritual journey has been a difficult one, as she is often ridiculed online by less open-minded types like 3 niggas from Baltimore.
Yeah, like right here. No, I don't believe that you're an elf. I'm sorry.
You're not a fucking elf.
Look, I enjoy those movies, but calm down.
Yeah,
like as a guy who's only 5'9", I don't think I'm a hobbit.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you tell your kids that they're special, or when you don't tell them that they're special enough.
Yeah. Like you gotta
find a balance, man. You gotta find a balance.
Or you tell your kids you can be anything when you grow up. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can't be an elf.
Can I be president? Yes. Can I be a fire truck? No, Johnny. Shut the fuck up. What's wrong with you? Go sit down some goddamn way.
Magavan Melon, which means well met, my friend, in Elvish. This channel is all about relating to the elves of Tolkien.
All right, I'm done. I don't want to give too much pub.
Did JTD pick this story because this is a white woman acting crazy?
Probably, but probably because it annoys me. It annoys me to no end. You ain't got nothing better to do. Like, I would much rather you pretend to care about other people and yeah.
I will say this. I will say this. And I truly
you picked a high elf. You picked a high elf. Like, they're the white people of elves. Like, they're the 1% of elves. Like, you can't, like, you didn't even pick, like, a common elf. Like, no,
she had to be.
And heaven forbid you pick a dark elf. You probably don't want the fucking dark elves on your lawn. Pick the high elf. Bitch, get out of here, man. Get out of here.
So
Fucking dark elves for life, son. Get the fuck out of here.
So here is my hope.
Uppity elf.
I don't know that this is even possible, but through, perhaps like long forms of weird genetics, I hope that you're having a boy. I'm hoping that the tests are all wrong and that you're in fact having a white girl.
Yo.
And you are forced to come to deal with having a white daughter.
No.
Even though both of you are black.
No. That's when we do the Chinese thing.
You just adopt a kid like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, daughter, nope.
Send it back.
Throw it away. Try again.
I don't want a white daughter.
I don't
Where
want a
did
white
she
daughter
come
yet.
from? Whose kid is this? Why is she coming
White
out?
women, y'all all right for the most part.
Some of you are not.
Some of you, y'all need to have meetings, man.
Look,
Y'all need to have meetings.
Look, every group does. Every group does.
Absolutely. We do.
Yeah.
Look, we got Bill Cosby thrown in jail for you. Now you owe us.
Talk amongst yourself. Get this woman the fuck off the internet. Or whoever the fuck is involved in my
Bill
story.
Cosby is worth like 45 of these chicks. Of these elven chicks.
Oh yeah, no, he's a high dark elf.
Yeah.
He was. Then he decided to whatever a roofie is in Rivendell. I don't know. Next up, I'm so glad he's in jail. Dude, the idea of him falling down a flight of stairs is one of the funniest.
That shit is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that fucking feels good in my heart. Like this shit does.
Is he blind?
I don't give
Well,
a fuck. I don't care. I hope he isn't blind, so he can just see the inside of that fucking small 3x4 cell or whatever the fuck it is. My story is horrible.
Just gross.
What
the fuck is this, dude?
I agree with you. So my story is these horrifying feet nails are what my nightmares are made of. Yeah, mine too. You weren't already aware nail_sunny is an Instagram account behind all those weird, upsetting, and sometimes romantic manicures of late, such as the molar nails, colored pencil nails, and these royal wedding inspired nails. But its latest post really set the bar for outrageous manicures. They made little feet. And for some reason, this is a thing. I don't like it. I don't like feet in real life. I don't like feet in fake life. I don't like feet on nails. I don't like it. And people should stop doing things like this because they're wrong.
Is this the Virgin Mary on a nail? Right there? I'm looking at her Instagram.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow.
She's super talented. She just makes a bunch of weird shit. Like she made like a
Was
tooth.
she the one? Yeah, she's about to say, was she the one that did the tooth nails?
Yeah, and then like I think she's probably the same person who did the live ants.
Yeah, with the
live ants.
Yeah, they had ants in the nail. They had clear nails with ants like just crawling around in them.
Wow.
Which of course the ants died, which is fucked up.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Let's not pretend that we care about ants, guys.
No, I don't. I'm just saying like that seems like a weird.
Yo, there's a predator nail.
Wow, that's really good. She's really fucking talented.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, make predator nails. That's using your power for good. Feet nails is using your power for evil.
Corn on the cob nails?
Yeah, I saw that one the other day. I was like, all right, this is like the white chick who did the corn in her cornrows. Like, stop it. Just stop it.
This is fucking strange.
This is wild, man. She's got a baby bottle nail with a baby drinking from the bottle.
Jesus Christ.
God, man, somebody should hire this person.
She probably has her own salon. Making a ton
Yeah,
of money.
man.
Making babies
The
drinking out of
feet
bottle.
thing is kind of gross, though.
Yeah. I'm not a feet person.
Yo, her nail is a hand with manicured nails.
This chick is on a different level, man.
Yo, this is some mind blowing
Russian.
shit.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, you got nothing better to do, I see.
Nuke the
Because that's pour bleach on people.
I'd have poured it right in your face. Anyway, trailers this week. First trailer is for Creed 2.
Great trailer.
Yeah, I would say consistently the trailers for these Creed movies have been really stellar. All of them. They do a really good job with synchronizing the music with what's happening in the trailer, like to the punches and everything else, and really, really making some solid choices. I've been pretty impressed. This looks. I mean, I don't know if it'll be as good. I hate to say it. I doubt it will be as good as Ryan Coogler's. But that being said, it looks equally great. I mean, it just looks good.
There's a guy who I think listens to us named Scott. He's a big movie guy.
Yeah.
Black Scott.
Yeah, no, I know Scott.
And he said that he made a point saying that essentially this is like the easiest low-hanging fruit that they could have gone to.
100%.
And I am inclined to agree with him. But I hope.
What the plot?
Yeah, the drug.
Yeah, I kind of was hoping that's just not what it was.
Right.
His son.
Right.
I think I remember saying it. I'm like, I hope it's not his son because that's corny.
Yeah, it is. It's just
I'm
super
like,
corny.
Okay.
What's next? He's gonna like the third one he fights like Mr. T's son.
Right. Like
Thunder lifts his son. Like silly.
And I don't know, but I hope it's good. If there's one thing I love in a sports movie, it's movie boxing.
Oh, movie boxing is the best.
Movie boxing is amazing, right? And then
It's way more interesting than actual boxing.
Yeah, you look at real boxing, like they spend the first 3 rounds ducking and dodging.
Like, why
And
hugging
then
each
the-
other sound like that?
And then the last few rounds they just hugged up on each other because they dead tired.
Yeah, not movie boxing.
Nah, movie boxing, they throwing haymakers left and right.
They try to knock each other's fucking
It's like
head
they
off.
got unlimited stars and they just keep pressing the start button and just throwing haymakers and shit.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. Like Rocky 4, we did on No Time to Bleed. Rocky 4 is just them throwing the knockout punch every time.
And they all built like superheroes. Boxers aren't built like that.
Not
Boxers
successful.
don't have 8 packs. What the
Some of
fuck?
them do.
Like,
Very few.
yeah, they ain't chiseled. They thick and they powerful, but they're not bodybuilders.
Yeah, I mean, he literally looks like a fucking bodybuilder. in this
Right.
movie. I think he's bigger than he was in the first one.
I think he is.
Yeah.
All that Killmonger training.
Yeah. And he was just like, no, I'm just going to keep this up. I'm good. Like, you just want to stop? No, I'm
These
fine.
white women love this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they seem to, so God forbid. Yeah, I think it looks fun. I think Scott had said something like, this is where the series is going to take a turn more into like the Rocky series.
Yeah.
Which I that's also a thing that I would agree with him about. But at the same time, it looks fun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't watch those Rocky movies because they're great movies. I watch them because, again, people get knocked the fuck out and it's awesome. So, yeah. But I need them to kind of move away from doing beat by beat the Rocky story with the Creed story.
Yeah.
I think...
Like, let him be his own character.
Yeah, let him be his own man. So I don't know where it goes after this, but... yeah, I mean, maybe he loses to Drago Jr. I don't know. And then that's kind
I
of
hope
set
not,
up.
because then they'll have a rematch in the third one.
And then it would just be the same as with
Right.
Apollo Creed and Rocky, right? So, yeah, I thought it was kind of cool to have Dolph Lundgren there and just not say anything and just have him like kind of just looking at Rocky. I thought that was kind of dope.
Yeah.
This is kind of funny because the original after story for Rocky 4 is that Drago was so disappointed in his loss that he went back to Russia and killed himself. But they just kind of were like, well, since we didn't say it on screen, he's still alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the story, actually. So
Yeah, you're not going to have a Drago and not have Dolph Lundgren in it.
yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. So I thought that was kind of cool to have him back. Next up, the second trailer for Bumblebee. This is the first really full trailer.
Holy
This
shit, man.
might be the Transformers movie I actually seen.
Like, I'm going to see this.
Yeah.
It looks really fucking good. And I will say, for people who don't know, I hate those Transformers movies. I have never seen any of them in theaters. And I've never
First
finished
two
any
in
of them.
theaters, and after that second one, it was a wrap.
What do you think of this one?
The nigga bots. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm done. No.
I don't like the
This looks really good. Like, they look like the Transformers from the cartoon.
Gen 1s.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
With a slight upgrade, but like That's what they should have done. Like, everybody's like, why the fuck didn't you do this to begin with?
Yeah, that's pretty much been the sentiment.
Like, if you look at the difference between these and the shit that's in the other ones,
no, it's not even close, man.
they look like trash. They're like trash formers. Like, compared to what these like it looks really good. Like, I'm not a giant Transformers fan, but this looks really fucking fun.
Now,
like,
you can make out like
the action.
Yeah, you can make out the action. You can make out what they are and who they are.
Because they all just kind of had just different colors, and that was the only distinguishing element to them in the previous
Barely.
ones.
Right.
Like, towards the end, those all just metallic fucking shards. Like they said, shards of fucking just metal. The transformations were terrible. Like,
this I can't believe I'm getting excited for a Transformers movie.
This looks really fucking good. By the way, I mean, we've been talking a lot over the last couple of weeks and months about what happens around Christmas time when all this stuff comes out. Yo, this might give Aquaman a real run for its money.
Yeah, man.
I mean, them other terrible motherfuckers made billions of dollars.
But that last one only made like $600 million. It didn't do well. But the reaction from this.
And they're doing what they should have done in the first place, and they're focusing on a kid and his car. Like,
that's it.
The relationship between the main character, I forget her name, and Bumblebee. Like, that's the thing. And then it's like seeing the world through their eyes, right? Like oh shit! Like, there's Optimus Prime. Who is that?
This should have been the fucking first movie.
Yeah, this is it. This is the perfect time to just like forget all that other stuff.
Yeah, this is a soft reboot.
And just reboot the whole thing with everyone. Yo, Shockwave looks like Shockwave.
Yo, he fucking ejected. Was it Ravager?
Soundwave ejected Ravage.
Yeah, dude, I was like, well, fuck you then.
Although Soundwave was a satellite that shot Ravage down from orbit. Like, nah. Have him be a big ass cassette tape and just transform into a giant cat. Like, this looks amazing.
I'm really impressed with this, dude. I have to say, and I never thought I would say that about a Transformers movie, but I will see this in theaters.
Who directed this?
The guy who did Kubo and the Two Strings.
He's related to someone, I heard. I think he's related. I think his father owns Nike or something like that.
Oh,
what's his name? What's the guy's name? I don't
remember his name. But it looks absolutely fucking incredible. But this should have been their first movie. It really should have been, because if they had done it this way, you get Optimus Prime. They're showing shit that's happening on Cybertron. You get those like connections, and you're like, oh shit, Optimus Prime's gonna be in the second one. It's gonna be dope. You're right. You get the one connection between the Transformer and the kid, which is the important part.
Yeah, like, because you have to relate that stuff back to people.
Right. Like all this bullshit argument that you want a Transformers movie with no humans is bullshit. It will never work. It will never work. You have to have some human connection.
It might work for you, but it won't work if you want this thing to blow up. Like,
it never will work.
You can't start off like that. You know?
No, you can't. But with this, you can. Like, look, the problem was the human element of the previous movies was just done poorly. It's not because they were human. And that was the thing that people missed. They were like, oh, the humans are the worst part. Yes, because they were done poorly. And they were just like, goofball, I don't know what's going on. Oh, Transformer peed on me. Like, that's fucking dumb. Like, that's dumb. But that was the problem. It wasn't fundamentally that they were humans in the story. But this looks like a good story.
Yeah. And it's from the guy that did Kubo and the Two Strings. Like, that movie was nominated for a few Oscars. Like, it. Yeah.
I wonder how much he had to do with the design of the characters.
He probably fucking loved the cartoon as a kid. Like, he was born in 1973.
Oh yeah, he grew up.
So he grew up.
So he was probably a young teenager.
He is the son of Penelope Parks and Phil Knight, the founder and chairman of Nike.
God damn.
So apparently, he was a white rapper. He went by the name Chili T back in the day.
You know what? We're not going to do that.
Knight began his career as a rapper.
We're not going to do that
under the name Chili T.
We're not. Look, this looks good. Let's not ruin.
But then when he was like, "Yo, this is not working out for me," his father sent him to like animation school.
Yeah, turns out.
And he's really good at it.
He's really fucking good at it. A lot better than rapping, I would bet.
I'm sure. I'm going to look for a Chili T song.
Don't do that.
I'm not, fuck that, because I need to know.
Let me check title and see if it's on there.
You want to rattle off some of these Ant's responses, or you want to talk about...
Get off mine.
You want to talk... Do you want to rattle off some of these responses? Or do you want to just talk about the X-Men trailer?
Let's talk about our thoughts on the X-Men trailer, and then we will get to some of the responses. We won't do all of them, just to save time.
Yeah.
All right, so I made a couple of notes about the Transformers trailer.
Couple.
I have 8 notes. I have notes. 8 minutes.
I don't have notes.
I wrote them down at work, and then I took a picture of my notepad. As I watched,
Before you begin, she don't know what it is.
Damn it!
Of course not.
What?
When? What? Huh? What are you talking about? Huh? Beauty in the Butt?
Say hello to your mother for me. You're my mother. Why are you saying that? Yeah, so I wrote down a couple of things. Look, I thought the trailer for X-Men Dark Phoenix tells me a couple of things. The big thing it tells me is that Simon Kinberg didn't learn any lessons while being around Bryan Singer, except for terrible ones. And he learned how to make a bland movie that is exactly beat for beat a Bryan Singer movie. So when I say I have zero real interest in seeing this, and I just want to see it for morbid curiosity, I mean that. And I have very good reason for feeling that way. A couple of observations about the trailer, because I pulled up YouTube Doubler and played both trailers at the same time, because I watched the new trailer, and I was like, that seems familiar.
Or from The Last Stand?
No, from Apocalypse.
I mean, there's a scene from The Last Stand in this movie.
Oh, yeah. No, it definitely pulls from that. But I mean, just trailer beats. So here are a couple of things that are similar in both this and Apocalypse, right? Which Simon Kinberg wrote. One, in the beginning, Professor X reassures Jean that everything is going to be okay. It's a scene in the past where he, or in Apocalypse, he still has hair. And then they showed one where he still has hair in the new one. He tells her pretty much the same thing. Everything's going to be fine. Then there's a slow rendition of a classic rock song that's done terribly in both of them. Then you get a view from above with a wheelchair moving across the floor shot. In this one, it's coming into Cerebro, and it's above and panning. So wow, this is really interesting. It's not. And then there's one where they're going into the CIA or the FBI in Apocalypse, and it's the same type of shot. And they do it in almost every trailer. Oh, isn't this crazy? It's old and it's boring. It's like doing Dutch angles. Next up, there is a voice of a woman telling us what is happening on screen and providing revelations in the story. In X-Men Dark Phoenix, it is, what's the name's character, who was supposed to be possibly a Skrull, and she's like, oh, you think you're supposed to be here, but you're not, and all this other stupid shit.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet that there's some, bullshit time manipulation, and then she's going to end up being Jean Grey?
I'll fight you, motherfucker. I swear to God. I swear to God.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Jessica Chastain is actually Jean Grey from the future.
I mean, what was the argument when she was cast? Why didn't you make her Jean?
Yep. She would be a perfect Jean Grey.
She actually would be.
So,
God damn it, you're fucking right. God damn it.
And if I'm not right, then this movie is worse than I think it's going to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. God damn it. You're right. You know what? Now that you said it, I'm not going to be able to get that out of my head. So in the X-Men Apocalypse, the person giving the voiceover was Moira McTaggart. And she was like, oh, some people say it's got 4 horsemen and da-da-da. Oh, like the Bible? Oh, no, the Bible got it from him. Oh, that's crazy.
The Bible got it from him. All right.
But yeah, he wasn't Jesus. Okay, sure. Anyway, don't offend Christians. Next, realization that the villain is something greater than once known. Apocalypse, they're like, oh, who is this guy? Oh, he could be the savior of all mutants or a villain. And then in this one, it's like, oh, she's bad. No, she's even worse than we thought. And it's like, okay, she's going to end the world. Then, like fucking clockwork, it's about 10 seconds off from both trailers. Magneto shows up almost exactly at the same time. And he's like, hey, there's a speech. Hey, there's a speech. Oh, we have to come together. It's the same fucking thing. And then in the end, Magneto is screaming and going, ah, and using his powers exactly the same in both trailers. And then there's scary, sad music that fades to the title screen in both of them. It is like they use the same shitty formula for all of their trailers. That all being said, I was not impressed at all.
I'm not the first person to make this point, but it is a salient point. This era of X-Men started in the 60s.
Right.
And it is now 1992 or whatever.
He's got 8 years to look like Ian McKellen. Michael Fassbender does.
And they haven't aged a day.
Nope.
Like, it's just little shit like that.
Right? This is why it shouldn't have been in the past.
Right. Like, that's why. And they make a specific point of telling you that people, that this is this decade and this is that decade and this is that decade. Like, I mean, I'm not super impressed with it. I don't want to see it. I don't like. I never liked Sophie Turner as Jean Grey. I can't get Sansa out of my head. Now I've never seen any movie with her as Jean Grey, but I can't get that out of my head. Sansa and I can't see Sansa like flipping out on people. And then it just looks like X3 to me, minus Wolverine.
Terrence,
I thought it looked great.
No, you didn't. What's your real opinion, you fucking liar?
I don't know what you're talking about. It looks fine to me. I'm done.
Can't wait to see it, huh?
Can't wait.
You gonna pay to see this?
No.
That sounds like you can wait.
Yes. Like, I don't fuck, This shit looks terrible, Like,
I'm not...
it just looks bad. I mean, it doesn't look as bad as Apocalypse.
It looks boring.
It just... No, it don't look as bad as Apocalypse. Apocalypse is terrible.
Really
Apocalypse
bad.
is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life, and I am not using hyperbole. I am dead ass.
I was surprised it was as bad as it was.
It's fucking terrible. I mean, this looks competent, but it's the same fucking movie they've been doing for the last 20 years. So, whatever. I don't care.
Is Mystique gonna die?
I hope so.
Like, nothing about this looks original.
No.
They have the original costumes now with the X, I guess, with the yellow X. Is that it? Did they have that in Apocalypse? I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So they had different uniforms at the end of more, stereotypical 90s costumes at the end of Apocalypse. But the problem was everyone's like, oh, they're going to wear these costumes. They got rid of those things immediately and went to some generic X thing, which they don't look terrible, but it's only taken 18 years for them to have a costume with color in it. So I'm not really impressed by using a little bit of yellow on a black costume.
There's no fucking levity to this shit. Like, I don't want to be depressed watching a goddamn superhero movie.
So, okay, I don't mind a serious superhero movie.
No, I don't either, but fucking come on.
But it's not like Batman or like The Dark Knight where this is supposed to be super dark and
even
serious.
Those movies have some type of fucking humor in them.
Something that's at least interesting to keep you, from being bored to death. But my whole thing is there's no Hellfire Club. Like, you missed the part of the Dark Phoenix saga. It's not just the fucking Firebird. The whole point of it is that Jean is this good girl, which you never established, that she is a super goody good girl who in the comics was super goody good for fucking years. And then she hooks up with the Hellfire Club. She's like dressed like a dominatrix. Like she goes super fucking wild. And then she goes Dark Phoenix and fucks the X-Men up. Because it is a character study into the opposite of what this boring Lego block female character is. And they didn't do any of that. They're just like, just give her fire powers, bro. They already gave it to her in the fucking last movie. So what the fuck is the interest? She's supposed to get it from fucking space. It's a space entity. Not in the last movie. She just had a bad piece of sushi and had a bad nightmare, and she became the fucking Phoenix. Fuck you, dude. They already ruined it. And you can't be like, oh, well, Simon Kinberg was just, he got, stuck with that, and that's not his fault. He wrote it. He fucked that story up 2 times already. But we're supposed to believe that he's going to get it right this time. Get the fuck out of here. And now he's directing. He's never directed anything before. Oh, great. It only took him, they only had to film the movie 2 times for him to get it right. Wow.
How long is Jennifer Lawrence going to be in that terrible blue makeup? Yo, how'd the makeup get worse? Like, remember when Rebecca Romijn was in it? and she, like, it was all, like, detailed and like, her skin had texture and shit.
Yeah, Jennifer Lopez is like, nah, this is too much.
This don't even look like she had it painted on. It looks like somebody digitally just altered her skin and they they bedazzled her forehead.
Yeah, no, I think that's kind of what they did. I think it's barely that. I am so excited for the MCU version because 1, I don't think they'll do Mystique right away because they don't need to. 2, how about you just make her blue and stop trying to make her like a fucking like sex symbol?
This is the same character that was like, I'm mutant and proud, like fuck looking like a human. I'm a blue bitch. What you gonna do about it?
No.
And now it's like
because Jennifer Lawrence doesn't want to do the fucking makeup.
Right. Now look, I've never had a bunch of makeup put on me like that. It's probably a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I guarantee it is.
How much does she get paid for it?
Right. Like,
if somebody said you got to sit down and let people paint you and like paint your balls blue or whatever every day for 6 hours, and you're like, man, that sucks. And they'd be like, yeah, but here's $15 million. I'd be like,
you doing that shit. Don't forget to taint.
Yeah, like, get it done. I don't want to have to be here longer than I have to be. Fuck out of here. Is it glass sapphire? What's the blue color? Like, come on, yo, get the fuck out of here. No, I'm not impressed with that trailer. I'm not impressed by this movie. I'm so glad this is the end of an era for them. Good, bring the X-Men home. And I don't want to hear shit from people who said those movies were so great and that Disney was gonna fuck them up, because when that X-Men movie comes out under the MCU, that shit is going to be light years better than this. Because, by the way, they're national heroes in this movie. The X-Men are national heroes. He doesn't even know the characters he's writing.
Could have fooled me.
National heroes, huh?
They did go to space.
They're like the Avengers, huh?
Yeah. The X-Men are the Avengers now. To draw zero delineation between them and any other comic book characters that they are associated with.
All right.
How in the fuck are the Avengers popular and the X-Men are failing in the movies? Like, I was thinking about that this morning, as I was pondering, drinking my coffee. I'm like, the Avengers were never interesting when I was growing up. Nobody gave a fuck about the Avengers.
No, in the 90s, nobody gave a fuck about the Avengers.
No, everyone cared about the X-Men.
Yeah.
That's why they had the biggest writers, the biggest names on their books. Yeah. And it was just like, I don't know, fucking Captain America, what are you doing? Like, nobody gave a shit. Now, all of the attention got thrown onto the Avengers, and the X-Men comic books are complete madness because nobody of any real talent gives a fuck to work on them anymore.
Like, the X-Men were so big, they kind of ushered in the new comic book movie era in 2000.
Right.
Yeah.
And they hit the top and slid the rest of the way. They had 2 movies that were good. I will give them X-Men 1 and 2. And everything after that, minus the hiccups of like Deadpool, have been a mess. No thanks.
What do you people think?
Let's read 5 and then we're gonna get out.
Yeah, with the new Dark Phoenix trailer being released and the Fox-controlled X-Men franchise coming to an end, how would you end things and send the franchise off in a truly great way. No trolling, please. There were a few people who were just like Leonardo was like, no trolling? Let it be.
I mean, I was trying to be positive, and I just love how people are just like,
nah. Justin says, I let them finish it.
Divide by 0.
Justin says, I let them finish it as the actual X-Men for once. Let them finally be a team with cool costumes who travel the world to rescue mutants who are facing violence and also doing superhero stuff, i.e., helping out with natural disasters, supervillains, crime, etc. They need to be both cheered and lambasted by the media. Also, I'd finish it in a way that fixed both Storm and Magneto's hair. Henry says, if we're talking really great, Dark Phoenix destroys several planets and whoops on the Shi'ar Imperial Guard like an angry Belmont whipping on Dracula. Then Jean regains control and kills herself in remorse, only to wake up in the white-hot room from Morrison Quitely's run on X-Men, and rewrites the past for her friends as a final act of redemption. By doing this, she alters the time stream and establishes the X-Men as teenagers / early college age in the MCU. Start with the original team and move from there with adaptations from the comic, but don't do Magneto all over again. Say that they have been around, but in the shadows up until and around after Thanos messed stuff up. Or go the Newhart route. And Jean wakes up from a nightmare and Scott is right there beside her bed. They talk and then they go to sleep.
I hate both of those options because I don't want anything in the Fox stuff tied to the MCU. Nothing. It's a good idea, but I hate that idea. I don't want, oh, well, this is an alternate timeline. No, fuck that. They're dead. All of them.
Maji says, I think it should end back in the present time with as many of the original actors as they can get after Wolverine has been caught up on everything that's happened since Days of Future Past. They even call on the hotline or whatever the hell they get notified of events on, and they have their team suit up in whatever X-Men suits they feel like having, and end with them going off into another adventure, with Scott calling some shots finally, and with that X-Men motif they use in the opening credits playing as they fly into the sky. A simple closing of the door for that universe. Mark says he was bored at work and he wrote a play. Yeah, he wrote a play, which is actually very funny. I'm not going to read it here because it's too long. I suggest you check it out. Malcolm says, just have Nimrod wipe them all out. And how is Storm using an umbrella? Give the property over to Feige and watch him do work.
Yo, that's one of the fucking funniest things. I need an umbrella. I don't want to get wet.
just Storm, yo. Natasha says,
it's like Magneto, like bending down to pick up a coin. Just fucking picking it. It's right there. What are you doing?
Natasha says, have Deadpool and gang come in and slaughter everyone. Deadpool can slice up the screen into a plain backdrop, starts making a phone call and says, hey, Stan, it's done. That's all I got. And I'll end with Jay, who says, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep the same movie, except my end credit scene would be a looping reel of the X-Men cartoon from the 90s and Wolverine yelling, Jean.
You think they'll do a cameo of Wolverine in this?
Why not?
Since it's the last one?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Who cares?
I mean, I feel like if you're going to end it, bring him back to do it one more time.
He did a cameo in that last one, didn't he? That had nothing to do with him, right?
Literally, they diverted the story to go there to have him come. But I feel like he doesn't have to do anything major, but there should just be a moment of him walking by or something. Yeah. Like just a send off to the whole end of the franchise.
It's the best X-Men movie ever because of that.
Yeah, because people love Wolverine.
Suck. I ain't got nothing to say.
I hope the X-Men fans out there get an X-Men film that they can proudly.
They've got plenty of them.
Proudly.
Because they apparently like them.
Yeah.
For some fucking reason.
Look, I'm just giddy to see what comes next. I don't give a shit about this at all. I'm so glad it's done. I'll be there for its funeral. Funeral for a Friend. I'll be there for that. And then I will tap dance on its grave and welcome its resurrection under a proper producer. So thanks. Yeah. Thanks for the memories. You started all off. We're in a really good place now. Just shuffle off into wherever it is old people go to die. Florida, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. That's it for us. Any parting words? Anything else?
I gotta go.
All right. Good luck on your flight there, buddy. Yeah. We will see you guys next week.
See ya.
Take it easy.
You're watching the Nerdpocalypse YouTube channel. Make sure you click that button to subscribe and check out our weekly podcast where we talk about movie, TV, news, tech, and weird stories from around the internet.